informations will be given, guys, for the internship. So can you provide any internship? Our self-worth, yes, Parth. Will get the certificate. So I'm not getting time, guys. That's why till now I have not made any videos for the certificate getting videos. So wait for like tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Dark web again, we are continuing in 15th of August, guys. That means tomorrow. So don't worry about that thing. Okay, so let me just know if my screen is visible to all. Okay. So should I repeat the basics, whatever ma'am covered in the yesterday sessions? How many of you don't know about the bug bounty? And kindly, guys, reply the genuine questions queries. Okay, I'm allowing the chat box for the 2 minutes. No. Okay. Please repeat. Okay. Little bit. Okay, so I'm guiding again. If you guys are facing still a problem, that means like you'll need some extra time. But in my opinion, like 90 to 95% student will get all the things. Okay, so okay, guys. So I'm disallowing the chat box and let's try to understand. After giving the instruction, I will come back to the chat box again for the 5 minutes. So what's the procedure and what's the strategy to proceed today's session? Let me just open the Paint because I'll always follow this rule so that a student will get to know like, okay, in between these 5 to 10 minutes, what we are going to see, right? So in 10 minutes, generally we'll go to the Bocrowd account, like we'll deal with the how to make an account on that particular platform where we can find the vulnerabilities and there how vulnerabilities and the labels of vulnerabilities are there, how much amount of money they are paying. So how we can choose, so we'll briefly understand what are the in scope and out scope things and how to make the report. I'm skipping because the it's not possible to take the other things also, including that things. Okay, so for making the reports, either a ma'am will take the classes in some other public sessions, either I will take the public session, right? So, okay, that's it. So after then, we'll discuss about the two rest of the 10 minutes. We'll discuss about the Bob suite configuration, whatever we have did in the yesterday session. So how we can download, how we can configure. So in between 10 minutes, we will simply discuss top most famous features of the Bob suite, you can say. So in between 10 minutes, like our next 20 minutes, we'll discuss about the okay, next 5 to 7 minutes, we'll discuss about the, there are 2 to 3 methods of OTP bypassing. So theoretical portion of 5, how we can bypass the OTP and the procedure for payment bypassing is also same. So due to security reasons, I will not explain on 2 to 3 websites, but I will try like 1 or 2 websites. We can see the practicals. Okay. So after 5 to 7 minutes of the theoretical portions, further 15 minutes, we are going to see the practicals on bypassing the OTP. If possible, then at least 2 methods I will show you. Like one is the brute force method and one is called the response manipulating and third one is called by extracting the HTTP code. Okay, I will explain all these methods. So how much time we have left? So 10, 10, 10, 5, 25 and then 50. I guess 50 minutes will cover in that particular time period. I know these are not the exact timing because when I am explaining, it is always taking the longer time. Okay, so after 50 minutes, if time left, then we'll start the Nessus, at least configuration of Nessus and at least basics of Nessus. So it will take the 20 minutes of time. So today we are going to take the 1.5 or not 1.5, like 1 hour and 15 minutes of time period, right? That's clear to all. So now I'm disallowing the chat box. I guess management team already disallowed the chat box. Okay. And Manish, just check the all students, like, okay, just remove all those unknown name of students and just monitor the chat box too. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, guys, firstly, let's discuss about the work bounty. I have only 10 minutes, so it's also a challenging situation for me to guide you in between 10 minutes. So, I'm writing a work bounty. Okay. Some of the students said me like, okay, by using the, sorry, rather than using the paint, you can use other PPTs formats. And also I don't have kind of time, like I have to prepare the PPTs for those things, because I'm focusing on the quality contents and the practical things. So rather than wasting the time on PPTs and all. Okay, I know that will be the helpful for the students, but I don't have the time. Other trainers are doing those things. So listen my words carefully and don't just focus whatever I'm writing. Okay. So what is bug and what is bounty? So bug means now if we are finding the vulnerabilities and the loopholes vulnerabilities, I'm telling you guys as a layman language, so everyone can understand. Okay. Suppose that you are searching any websites, right? And you are visiting any servers. Okay, give me 1 minute, guys. So you are visiting any servers, you are visiting, you are accessing or operating any application, software, websites. Okay. So finding the vulnerabilities and the loopholes and vulnerabilities means like basically what are the chances and through where hackers can hack those server and hack that website. Okay. There are many attacks are there. So but finding the vulnerabilities, finding the loopholes, that is also called, we can say, the bug. If there is any vulnerability in any possibilities, so that we can hack. Okay. And if we are finding the bug, if we are finding the vulnerabilities, if we are finding the loopholes, so that we can hack those websites, so we can report to the organization, we can report to the website owner, and we can claim for the bounty. Okay. If they have posted their advertisement or kind of event, so that we can test on that. So there is one question arises, like, can we test on any of the website? Like, can you guys can test our website, or can you guys can test any of the government website? So the answer is no. Why? Because if they are not allowing to test on their servers, if they are not allowing to test on their websites, so without permissions we can't test. Okay. So if you are finding the vulnerabilities, it's good for your knowledge, but don't ping personally in your email like, okay, we have found the SQL injections. Again, they can file you a legal action against you. Okay. So be careful. So where to find the bugs and where to report, and through where we can get the bounty. Okay. So there are lots of platforms are there. Yesterday ma'am has just covered all those things. So HackerOne is there, Crowd is there. So you guys can make the account there. So firstly I'm going to make an account, and we'll see whatever the things are mentioned there. Okay. So I'm visiting there and I'm writing a bug crowd. Okay. Bug crowd. And let's make an account. You guys can make the account in anywhere, like a HackerOne too. So yeah, and go to the hacker login, and okay, create an account. I'm writing her name as in Laksh, last name I'm writing here Kumar, and email I'm writing anything. And passwords I'm writing. Okay, click on agree and then continue. Password not sufficiently complex. Okay, enter the email you used to sign up and we'll send you the another confirmation email. Okay, let me just verify. Okay, I'm writing here simply an email address and a password. Let's log in. Give me some time, guys. I have not received any mail. Okay, I'm putting the different mail. Okay, so we have successfully made an account. Now you can write here any username. I'm writing here this, anything you can write, continue. And biography, you can write anything, but I'm just skipping. You just have to write and just put the your real email ID, okay? Because based on that email ID, you will get any kind of hollow frame and bounties, okay? So your profile publicly. Choose your path. So you can write here beginners, skilled or professional. If you are making, then kindly choose the beginners. Otherwise, based on your skills, this time I'm selecting the professionals, okay? And then continue. And here you can select any network testing and Windows, 2 to 3 things, website testing and penetration testing you can choose. Technology you can choose, okay? And then click on continue. So welcome to Bocrowd. I guess we have reached on the dashboard. So very first time when you will make the account, you will see this kind of interface. Let's just click on the dashboard. Yeah, this is my dashboard, and you can see the reward says $0 and upcoming payments are $0, right? So this will be the very first interface you will see. I guess you guys are able to make the account. Just let me know, those who are totally beginners. If it will take time, I will assign the extra time, but my motto is to guide properly. Okay, let me know, yes or no. Till now clear to all, na? How to make the account in Bocrowd account. Other things, hacker one, you can simply search and you can make the account. Okay, and okay, that's good if you have made the account. And I guess you guys have a clear idea about the bug bounties. This time, many of the students are doing the bug bounties and they're getting money. Okay. Okay, fine. So I'm proceeding again. After discussions of Bocrowd account, we'll come back to the chat box and we'll see any doubts and all. And then we'll start the above suit and practicals. Okay. Hacker account, that's good. Okay, that's good, Akash. right? So this is the dashboard. Now there are some terms and technologies there. Suppose that now, okay, here you can see your rank, I guess. Let me just click on the profile, and you can see your ranking and your reports. If you have any submitted, okay, you can see the rank is like 32. Okay, 3,27,479. So that means like there are this numbers of hackers only, like 3 lakhs and something. And all over the world, they are using this platform. Okay, so the shortage of hackers are there. Yeah, so you can make your profile better by putting the picture, by putting the upload image and GitHub account, and whatever the ranks you are getting, you guys can show in your resume too. So that's the important point. And you guys can verify your Aadhaar card and other details and the bank details too, so that your payment will be transferred to that particular account. Okay, now coming back to the program, you can see many websites and many companies have listed their events so that you can find out the vulnerabilities there, right? So here live you can see like this will be the companies. They are just they have just put it for finding the bugs, and they are just giving $100 to $15,000, $200 to $1,200. Okay, so based on your skills, you can choose anything. So see, Dell companies has also put it their event so that you can find out the bugs, and they will give you the bounty. Okay, so if those websites have listed their advertisement or the event, then only you can test on those things. Okay, otherwise don't test on any of the government websites or any illegal websites. Okay, so ClickHouse is there, and this. So I'm picking one of these. And then I will tell you more about those things. Okay, so yeah, these are the. I'm going to pick some low levels of website. Let me just open this ClickHouse. Okay, they are giving $50 to 2500. So always try to pick kind of those companies or those websites, those who are giving the low price range, just pick those. Okay, and you can see 39 vulnerabilities rewarded, and many of the average payout is this, and many users have already reported some kinds of bugs in their website. So still you can find out. Okay, now you just have to read down all those things. Okay, whatever they have mentioned. So listen my words carefully. It will take extra 2 to 3 minutes. Now rating, rewards and all, scope and rewards you just have to remember. So for P1 they are just paying $2,100 and to $2,500. For P2 vulnerabilities they are paying $1,000 to $1,250. For P3 100 to 600, and for P4 $50 to $100 they are giving. And what is this P1, P2, P3 and P4? These are the categories of vulnerabilities. If you are finding a larger level of vulnerabilities, like a bigger loopholes kind of thing. Okay, suppose that you are able to hack the database, you are able to bypass the OTP, you are able to attack the blind SQL injection or SQL injections. Okay, and there are many attacks too. You are able to do some server side attacks. Okay, so that kind of things will be put in the P1 categories. And the lower categories of vulnerabilities you are finding, suppose that you have just find out the an XSS bug in their website or in their server, then that bugs will be categorized in either P4 or P3, or sometimes that will not categorize in between this P1, P2, P3 and P4. They will categorize that bug into P5 level. Sometimes P5 levels of bugs are also there, but they are not giving the money. They will just give you a hollow frame or kind of shout out in your mail. So that will also highlight your resume and other things. Okay, so I hope everybody's are clear with these points, like what is P1, P2, P3 and P4. I have already told you guys like what is bugs and vulnerabilities. So P1, P2, P3, P4 are the levels of vulnerabilities. So if you're finding them like extreme levels of loopholes, then you will get the P1 level of vulnerabilities. You will get the higher maximum amount. Now, coming back to the target informations, they have just given the information, just read those information, and they have mentioned specifically out of scope. So while accessing and while searching or while hunting the server, you will find out there are some subdomain of this particular website. Okay, suppose that learn.clickhouse.com is out of scope. So if you're finding the subdomain, then you don't have to test on this. Maybe there is a vulnerabilities of like higher level chances of getting the vulnerabilities in that particular subdomain, but they will not provide you any kinds of bounty. So just exclude those out of scope, but for the practice you can find out, but don't report those. bugs. Okay, now documentation, you can read a special requirement and guidelines. So you can read these special requirement. If you find a vulnerability that exposes the customer and employee personal information, stop testing and report the issue immediately. Okay, these type of things, you can read these things carefully. And reporting requirement, for reporting requirement, I'll have to take the another classes, or ma'am will take the classes, because we have the time limitation. And still, for delivering a quality contents in a bug bounties, it will take like minimum 15 to 30 days of classes. So every subject in every domain, whatever I'm talking about, all the portions and all the field will take some time. It is not possible to deliver all the contents in between just 1 hour. Okay, so if anybody is saying you, okay, in between 5 days or 7 days you are mastering in bug bounties, then they're just scamming you. Just be aware of those. Website testing, yeah, you can find out this. They have just put it this particular website. You can just open this and put this website or link or IP addresses into any nessus or vulnerability finding tools, and you can find out in scope things. So what are the in scope things? So for in scope, you can read all these things, and you can just start practicing on testing and setup reporting. Okay, and high level example of a report, you can read all these things because we have the time limitations. And focus area, they have just mentioned, if you're finding IDOR attack, injection, stored accesses, so they have just mentioned just focus on these attack. If you're finding these kind of vulnerabilities or loopholes into that particular server or website, you can just report that things. Okay, so from here to here you guys can find out. And exclude the submissions type, so you guys can exclude these things. Okay, like clickjacking. In the last session, some of the students have accesses, self accesses, social engineering and physical attacks. Okay, self adverse. So just read all those things. Now you can read this thing. This program does not offer financial or point based reward for the P5. So that's why I am saying maybe sad ma'am had just missed the P5 levels of vulnerability, so that I have covered those things. So P5 levels of vulnerabilities or categories of vulnerabilities is also there, but you will not get any kinds of bounties, but they will give the shout out or kind of follow frame. Okay, I hope am I clear to all. Now whenever you are trying to focus on these attacks, now it's time to, okay, we have got the, okay, how to make the account, how to set up and how to choose, and what next, sir? So there is two things is necessary. First thing is like from which tools we can proceed in the bug bounties, and if we are finding the bugs and if we are finding the vulnerabilities, so how we can make the report and where to report. Okay, what are the procedures to do all these things. So I'm stopping this, I'm skipping these things. To be continued, we'll further let you know if any sessions I'm going to take. So because we have to do some other things today. So now I'm coming back to this point. If we are focusing on these attacks, it is very, very necessary to learn about the tools and software which are required to test these kind of vulnerabilities. So for that purposes, today we are going to see two famous softwares or tools, we can say. One is called BobSuit and second one is called Nessus. So for finding and scanning the vulnerabilities, simply you can use the Nessus. This time larger industries are using the Nessus tools and larger industries are using the BobSuit, but BobSuit is kind of like well-known software, but Nessus is industrial use software. Okay, and the other softwares are too, but majorly we are going to see the two things. Okay, so now let's just explore the BobSuit, how to download, how to configure, and let's come back to the practical things. Okay, we have okay 40 to 45 minutes left. Am I clear to all of you? I hope am I able to guide you properly? Yes or no? Just let me know in the chat box. Till now, any confusion? Perfect. Let's proceed now. So now I'm going to tell you in between like 5 to 7 minutes speedily to how to configure the BobSuit, because that's the theoretical portion, because today we have to explore on the practical side. Okay, so 5 to 7 minutes will conclude, or if still you are facing some problems, then I will make a detailed video, or I will refer some videos on YouTube. Okay. Hi, I have done yesterday, but some students have said like, so you told to find out vulnerabilities. Can we use the website like the VirusTotal to find? No, VirusTotal is not able to find out that kind of level of vulnerabilities. Okay, Lalit. Okay, so again, I'm disallowing the chat box, and let's just in between 2 to 3 minutes, let's just configure the Bob suit and then we'll start. We have done yesterday about the Bob suit. So yeah, I know, but there are some beginners are there, na? So that's why I'm repeating. It will not take like more than 2 to 3 minutes. Cookies was explained yesterday. Yeah, actually, ma'am has explained too many things, right? So if I will take the Bog Bounty session, definitely you will get everything. But that sessions will be the different things. So I have to take my modules, whatever we have decided. So we'll plan some days. What are the software and tools we can use for this? Tanishq, there is a proper syllabus for those things also. I will share this in after day 4. So you guys can refer this for the Bog Bounty. Let me just go to the Bog Bounty syllabus. Yeah, you can proceed with these things like introduction to Bog Crowd account, like P1, P2, P3, database dumping and all this. So for every modules, you can search for the particular software or tools you'll get. Okay, 1 or 2 we are going to see. So speedily, you just have to download the Bob suit. So I'm going to download the Bob suit community. Just go to this website. Now just take the screenshot speedily, guys, because I'm moving too fast because we have already done these things. Yesterday's sessions, I will try to upload tonight, 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Just put your email ID and then just click on download. Otherwise, click on product. You will see enterprise edition, professional edition, community edition. Professional edition and the Craig version of Nessus, I will try to provide the file in the Telegram group itself after tomorrow or after the workshop. Okay. So professionals and community, I'm downloading the community edition. I have already downloaded the community edition. After then, your next task is to download the Mozilla, because this time I am configuring into the Mozilla. If you have the proper knowledge and if you want to configure on the Microsoft Edge or like Chrome, you can just refer the YouTube or Google. Videos are there already. Now, just go to the Mozilla Firefox, download, and then click there and download the Mozilla Firefox. I have downloaded those things too already. Okay. Now, what next? After downloading, I'm opening the Bob suit. I'm opening the Bob suit. Okay. I'm moving too fast. So if you guys are facing problems, I will refer some videos. You guys can watch the recorded session so that in a slow mode, you guys can learn. Next, then click on next. Yeah, this will be the interface. I'm opening the Mozilla Firefox 2. Okay, fine. So what's the next thing? So after opening the Bob Suite Community Edition, you can do the same things on the Linux too, because that is pre-installed in the Linux, but I'm showing you in a window. Okay, so the very first interface, you will see this. Okay, so in the upper side now, you will see dashboard, target, proxy. There are many advanced features are there in a Bob suit. And if you're using the professional, then that will be the best way to hunt or to find out the vulnerabilities using the Bob suit. Okay, but yeah, as a beginners, you can start with a community too. So in a proxy, you have to visit the proxy setting, and in proxy setting, you just have to see these things carefully. 127.0.0.1 and 8080 is the port number. And the next task you just have to do is click on the import and export CA certificate, click on the DR format. I'm telling you this methodology for the website penetration testing. There is a different procedure to configure for the application penetration testing, right? You want to test on the Play Store application and all. So there are some different methodologies. Some other days, like let's see. There are many topics in the hacking, no? So let's see. So click on next and select your destination. Select the file, click on the desktop and go to the CA, write the name here, any name like CA4 I have written, and then the extension should be always .dr. Save this and then click on next. So your certificate is confirmly generated. Now your next task is to go to the browser, Mozilla browser, and click on the settings, and in settings, go to the proxy setting. Okay, search here proxy and then setting, and choose the options manual proxy configuration and write your IP there and the port there, and then check mark this. Also use this proxy for the HTTPS. Okay. And yesterday we have said na, like why we are generating the CA certificate. So CA full form of CA is Certificate Authority. Manish, is there any issue?
No, sir.
Okay. So fine. So yesterday we have said na, like CEO, why we are putting in configuring the CA certificate. CA certificate. So CA basically means the certificate authority. And if we are configuring the CA certificate into the Mozilla Firefox, that means we are allowing even to test and to intercept the data of HTTPS website. Okay, so that's why. So click on OK and go to the view certificate, certificate, and then click on view certificate and click on import and choose your certificate like CA4, and certificate is already installed, it is showing. If any pop-up is showing you, just check mark all those options and then click on OK. So rest of the thing is done. Now we are able to intercept the data. Intercept the data means what, sir? So for that, I'm again explaining the Bob suite for the 5 to 10 minutes. So before proceeding with the Bob suite features, so what kind of attacks we can do with the help of Bob suite, and what is actually Bob suite and how it is working. So it will take mostly 5 minutes. What's the time? It's 9:09. Manish, just ping me after 9:40. Okay.
Okay, sure, sir.
Because it's 9:50, we have to wind up the session. So 9:35 to 40 in while between, just ping me. So in 5 minutes, we're going to see these things. So 9:15, yeah, we have still 20 minutes. We can see the Bobsuit practicals. So I'm allowing the chat box till now configuring and downloading these things. Just let me know if anybody is like those who are, if those who are beginners. I know those who are beginners, these things are going too fastly, but in a repeat mode, you will see, you will understand. It's not a normal class, guys. That's why I have to go some in a fast way, because there are intermediate or professionals too. They are looking for the practicals. I don't want like they will like tell me, okay, sir, you have just shared the theoretical and basic knowledge. Can you do any one bug? Guys, I'm not taking the properly like finding live bugs and reporting the bug, because I'm not taking the bug bounty classes. No, I have to explore some two softwares, right? That's why. Some other day we'll plan, or else I have to ask with the ma'am if he has she has some free time. Can we use the yeah, you can use any browser. Just configure accordingly in their certificate section. And sir, once again explain the bug bounty login. Bug bounty login? What bug bounty login? Okay, workload login. Guys, I don't have time, no. So if possible, then I will share this video in Google Drive. So be able to get the job after this workshop. Kosik, after this workshop, you will get to know when you have to attend the workshop. For that workshop will be for the job and internship. So you choose the target. Yeah, any listed companies and server you can choose. I didn't get the configuring. Configuring part is simple. No? You just have to download the Bob suite and the Mozilla Firefox and open the Bob suite and then go to the proxy setting and so go to the proxy, and in the download side, internship, HTTP history, WebSocket history in the proxy setting. Go to the proxy setting. Let me just go to the proxy setting. Okay. Why I'm okay, already opened. Right. So you will see this. Okay. Just write down this IP address and the port number. That's it. And just create, just click on import and export CA certificate. Click on here and click on the CA certificate and click on next, and your certificate will be generated. Okay. Next and then cut. So after downloading and after doing these things, you just have to go to the Mozilla Firefox, and two options or two configurations you just have to do. Go to the settings and settings, write down the proxy. Manish, monitor the chat box if I'm not seeing. Settings, go to the manual proxy configuration, and the IP address and the port number you just have to write and check mark on the HTTP. So the first thing is IP address and the port number, whatever you have seen in the Bob suite, you just have to write there. And click on the certificate and click on the view certificate. So the certificate you have generated, click on the import and to select the that particular certificate. That's it. Your configuration is done. So this is simple. What is the extension you put for the CA4.DER? Once again, sir, explain the bug bounty login. Can we use a calendar? You can use Windows and Linux too. If you're using in Linux, that's good. But you can use in Windows too. Sir, can give this all about notes. Suresh, basically, I don't have time to make the notes and all. So those students who are focusing on these things, on normal classes, we are giving some notes and other trainers are giving the notes. Specifically me, I am just focusing on the content because I have to deliver something. So I was not enough time. Sorry, I have not enough time to make some notes and give some like 1 hour and half an hour of extra time in between my 24 hour of time period. Telegram to direct choose the domain. Will able to get the job after this workshop done. Sir, what will get the on browser Firefox the first competitor on browser? Can you say how to do like the procedure? Can you do also certificate that was downloaded? Why do we need this certificate that was downloaded? I think I have to share the recorded one so that you guys can clearly see the in a repeated mode. I have already said like for testing the HTTPS website, right? If you are not uploading the CS certificate, then you are not able to test on Facebook and the other websites. Yes, you can use any browser. So prepare the recording, sir, for me can't catch your speed speaking. Please provide the recording. Okay, I will try or okay, I will try. Last time I already know, sir. Can I use the pop suit? Just so take profile. Any picture, Akash, sir. Please keep on telling these types of works system the middle class students. That's why I have made the Slytherin for the those students, those who are not financially able to give that kind of money. But how we can put the cookies from the other session hijacking? Kabilyan, we are not discussing those things. I know there are lots of queries, and in a hacking, there are like many kinds of technical terms and many kinds of attacks and all. So how can I deal in between just 3 days all the attacks and all? I'm facing issues, can't able to follow you, sir. Paid internship. Okay, chat box send the videos into full website. The link box and understood, sir. Please. How we can get the case? The certificate is full, then not added in the security header. Yes, exactly, Bharat. We don't have the time. That's the important thing. Any other browser, can we do it for Bobsuit? Yeah, otherwise you can just simply use the default browser, open browser. You can choose open browser. And if you're using this browser, then you don't need to configure the Firefox and all. Okay. So it's time to discuss the Bobsuit things. We are running late. So yeah, I'm writing at Bobsuit. Bobsuit, right? So basically, we just have to explore about the OTP bypass and payment bypass. I'm writing an OTP and the payment. Again, now some students will say, okay, sir, use the PPTs and all. So guys, if you are comfortable, then attend. Then I am not responsible because you just have to be more focused on the session. So payment bypass. Now what happened? Suppose that what this software is actually doing, right? Suppose that this is my system and what we are actually trying to do. Suppose this is my system and we have installed in our system a Bobsuit and a Mozilla Firefox 2, right? And here is the server. Suppose that in any e-commerce website and we want to bypass the payment, right? Now, in simply Mozilla Firefox browser, simply we have to visit and just open the website and then click into the any particular product and any particular order. Okay, we want. Now, after clicking into the any payment order and before confirming, your request will be go to the server. Okay, so we have installed the Bobsuit and we have allowed those Bobsuit. So in any steps or any request, at first just eliminate this request and captured in the Bobsuit. And if we are forwarding those requests from the Bobsuit, then only it will go to the server. So basically we are setting configuring a kind of man in the middle attack. So what is man in the middle attack? Suppose that anything we are writing, let's suppose in a Chrome browser, I am writing e-commerce website or like Flipkart, let's suppose, right? Let's suppose Amazon is there, right? Now I'm purchasing any of the products. Suppose that like this, suppose that this, okay. So if I want to purchase this, na, so if I'll click on this, so this request will go to the Amazon server and will get the response. Okay. But if we are doing these things on Mozilla or already configured browser, then what it will do? It will at first send this particular request to the Bob suit, and in a Bob suit will see the price range, what is actually following, and we can change the data there. Suppose that we have search in a Mozilla Firefox with like 400 price of any particular product, okay, and it is reaching to the server. So in between this journey, we are capturing this in the Bob suit, right? And in the middle of this way, we are changing this 400 to 4. And we are sending to the server. And if there is no filtration and no kind of firewall in the server, then it will confirm the order. It will think like, okay, client side has the only 4 rupees is the fixed price and set up by the admins and all. Okay. And if the order is confirmed, we'll get the product. Okay. So that is the fundamental of Bob suit. Now, what kind of attacks we can do by using the Bob suit? So we can analyze the encryption flow like client to server, okay, and we can, okay, let me just write, analyze ignore the spellings and all, okay, analyze the encryption. Second thing is we can do the OTP bypass. We can bypass the encryption. We can test the payment bypass. We can, okay, spelling mistake, just ignore that. Payment bypass, or what we can do? We can do the SMS bombing too. SMS bombing is very well known, common attacks. SMS bombing, right? And if you're doing the SMS bombing from the website and any kind of bomb it or other applications and all, so there is a way to stop that. But if you're doing the SMS bombing by using the Bob suit, there is no way to stop that. Okay, so just try to find out how we can do the SMS bombing. So that's the task for you. Okay, so SMS bombing, what we can do? Other thing we can and decode the HTTP or other code. And there are many things. I am forgetting some. What are the other things? We can brute force attack. We can do. We can do the other attacks like any website or any universities. If you want to attacks on the user ID and passwords, you can do with the help of Bob suit. Okay, that kind of thing. What we can do? Another thing. Let me just think. Okay, there are many. Okay, let me just open the, let me just pick one, that is the OTP bypass. It will take further 2 minutes. So now I'm writing here OTP bypassing thing. We can't bypass OTPs in any website. So how we can choose in any websites, like if there is vulnerabilities on OTP bypass or not. So there is mainly 2 to 3 methods are there for checking and to find out the bugs, if there is OTP bypassing vulnerabilities or not. So first one is response manipulating. Okay, ignore. Okay. And the second one is called brute force. We can try. Brute force attack we can try. Okay. Rest we can decode HTTP request or JavaScript file. So these things are a kind of advanced level, right? So what are these things? So suppose that if you are visiting any websites and we are finding there is any kind of login panels and they are just asking for the mobile number or email ID for verifying, right? So there are 2 to 3 methodologies are there. Majorly OTPs are like 4-digit OTP and 6-digit OTP. Okay. Some other websites are using the alphabets 2 and the 8-digit of OTP too, but majorly I'm talking about the 4 and 6-digit of OTP. There is a more chance to bypass if they are using the 4 and 6-digit. If they are using the 4-digit of OTP, then more chances. Okay. Now, what are the response manipulating and brute force attack? So suppose if you are entering your mobile number and you are getting a kind of OTP, and sometimes you will get only 2 minutes will be allowed for putting the OTP. Okay. After 2 minutes, that OTP will be expired, or after 5 minutes, OTP will be expired. Okay. So the first thing is how we can choose. So you have to choose manually websites. Okay, manually, like you are thinking, okay, this is a kind of low level websites, or if you want to test, so you have to go there and you have to test there. Okay, and if you are getting the OTP and for the 2 to 5 minutes, then don't try the brute force attack. Okay, always try to check the response manipulating or decoding the HTTP request or JavaScript file, right? So clear to all now. If you are getting 2 to 5 minutes, if but sometimes now you will get in some websites they are providing the OTPs and it will be valid for at least 10 to 15 minutes, or sometimes they are providing for 30 minutes that OTP will be valid. Okay, so more than 10 minutes, then only you can think to attack with the brute force attack by making the OTP list. You can make the OTP list, you can make the password list. So this time I don't have a time, so I will I will make a manual OTP list and then we'll test on the website. Okay. We have only 1 hour, 60 to 70 minutes of time, right? So brute force attacks is clear to all, na? And response manipulating is clear to all. And what is like decoding the HTTP request or JavaScript file? Sometimes what happen, like if you are intercepting data, na, you can go to the HTTP history section. Again, we'll after sometimes we'll see the practical. So you will see to the HTTP history here. You can clearly see what kind of OTP that particular JavaScript or any kind of code is sending to the victims or sending to that particular number. So after analyzing the code, you can easily find out. Otherwise, you just have to use the response manipulating and brute force attack, right? So I guess am I clear to all of what is response manipulating? Response manipulating means we will see the practicals, then you will get all those things clearly. Basically, I have just told you, if you have 2 to 5 minutes of time period, then try to check the response manipulating methods to bypass the OTP. If you are getting as a validity of like 15 minutes or 10 minutes or more, then you can use the brute force attack. And if you are applying brute force attack, make sure you have the good hardware devices, and if you have the GPU, a good processor, then you can plan for the brute force attack. Okay, am I clear to all? Now it's time to see some practicals. So before proceeding into the practical session, let me just ask if you guys are clear with this point. Am I allowing the? Just let me know yes or no. Okay, I know many of the students are not getting these things, but that is not the fault that I'm not able to guide you in that way. Okay, that's the main thing, na, because we have the time limitation. Okay, so due to time limitations, I'm unable to guide properly for some of the students. What about the limit of attempts? So see, if there is kind of limitations, na, we can't send the OTP because we are not sending the OTP again and again. We are just manipulating the data. So one time you are sending the OTP, and in between those journey, we are changing the data. In the practical, you will see. So give me just keep patience for 1 minute. English is okay. I can't do anything, guys. Those who are having any problem, you guys can leave the session, because we are here to help some students. You are not able to compromise. You have any issues like kind of PPTs, notes and all. I clearly said you guys can leave the meeting. I don't want to entertain anybody's. Any other queries, guys, till now? Sorry, rest. I will figure it out. Yeah. Guys, give me 1 minute of break. I'll take some water and then we'll continue. Can I get today's recorded videos? Give me 1 minute, guys. Give me 1 minute. I have to take regularly sessions like in between, like from 6 p.m. to like 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. There are other classes too, those who are already running EHCCI training and the black hat classes and the forensics classes into different many batches. I'm just taking this time in a workshop. Otherwise, generally in a week, I'm taking one classes public session. When a large number of books are in the popular community edition is very slow. Yes, if you are done with the basic knowledge, go to the yes, Dipan. Will definitely get the certificate too. Manish, just do one thing. Just share a message in a group like for the Hindi will start at 10:15. Because every day I'm lagging with the time period. We'll try to conclude in between like 9:50 itself, but so that they can start joining at 10 or 10:05. What if the targeted website allow auto detect SMS? And we can't do the same attacks in every websites, Sivasai. Okay, so we have to find out the vulnerabilities if there is available. Can you refer any hacking books learning? Yeah, in a day 4, I will guide. What will you suggest to start learning? Kindly keep patience for the day 4. I know, just keep patience and start learning these things, keep revising these things. Alternative of Bob suit. So alternative of Bob suit, you can say like there are kind of not all the features are provided by the all the tools, but you can use for finding and checking WP scan, and I guess open bus you can use. Teaching skills is thank you, Janice. Give me 1 minute more, guys. That's why I have increased the 15 minutes more for this group. Yes, Abhay. When in the middle attack, we are intercepting the request and we can, in between the journey, we can change. Session hijacking, yes, that's also good. What you have to do. So I'm taking a little bit break from the academics, but majorly in EHCCI training, I'm dealing with 2 to 3 subjects. As I have said, my expertise areas and generally I'm guiding in networkings and black hats and forensics in these subjects, investigations. Please start the session. Give me 1 minute more. You have to check manually. Kabillion. If there is any requirement for learning the bug bounty, yeah, you'll have to go through the basics, networks, and then basics of vulnerability assessment, basics of Linux, and penetration testing basics. So basically VAPT. In mobile, after Android routing, you can use many or Kali Net Hunter, and finding the vulnerabilities, you can use the Gianty. I guess last year I have taken so many interesting sessions, public sessions. For the Android routing application, some RAT and Android hackings too. This year, after 10 or 15th of September, I will start taking the public session on Sunday itself. Manish, Google form, query form, just share those things. Okay, so should I proceed?
Yes, I will share the Google form in the group itself, sir, after the session.
Okay. So I'm picking one or two websites. This is the task, no? Let's see if anybody's are able to bypass or not. Proxy intercept off. What do you think, guys? Can I proceed with the payment bypassing live? Chat box is allowed, Manish? No.
It's allowed, sir.
Bypassing the payments is little bit illegal things, guys. Little bit not. It's strictly illegal. I will show some of the students in some other sessions. These are the women's product. Okay, but it's unnecessary. I don't think so. You guys have having a girlfriend, so let's just skip this. So I'm sharing this website. Let's just see the response manipulating method. Okay. After then we'll see the OTP. You know this website? This is very well-known websites. Okay, so let's try. I'm going to this login. Okay, I'm coming back to the chat box and I'm disallowing the chat box. After then we'll continue with the. So please show some. That's illegal, Arman, actually. That's I'm not showing you. Although in my student phases, I have done such things, but now we just have to stop those things. Yeah, so login, go to create an account. But I will give you for the practices one or two websites, right? How many students wants to buy Royal Enfield bike? I'm writing here, hacker, the last name, Laksh, not Laksh. I'm writing here Amit. Okay, male, date of birth, 13th of Jan, and in email I'm writing here any email you can write. We are going to see the response manipulating. After then we'll see the brute force. Okay. Password, just write anything. Secret 134. And in mobile number, do you own a Royal Enfield bike? No, except now we have to put the mobile number here. Okay. I am not a robot. This work. Now, guys, I need a little bit favor from you guys, any of the students. So I will pick a name. So those students have to only share their number. Okay. Let me just see. Arman, you're available? Just let me know in the chat box. Any students who are comfortable with sharing their number And don't share, guys, everybody's number, because there are lots of hackers and black-minded people are there. Okay, Akash, okay, I'm testing on you. Okay, just share me your number in this chat box. And what's the procedure, guys? Like at the first time, you will have to, if you are testing on any website, you will have to put the right number with the right OTP, and you will have to check the response. Okay, then only we can think, okay, we can bypass or not. If there is nothing like a tokens or like customer ID and the other things, then only we can try manipulating the data. Otherwise, exclude those websites. Okay, I'm showing you the practically. So what's the procedure? How we can test? So at first I will put the right number with the right OTP, and we'll check what's the response. Okay, so that after analyzing the right response, I will copy some of the codes and will try to change when we are trying to when we'll put the wrong OTP. Okay, this clear to all, na? So only Akash, guys, share your number. That number is active and receiving the SMS. Okay, fine. Guys, don't share. I'm putting the number. Wait. Okay, I have to write manually. 9934140731. 9934140731. Okay. So I'm going to click on create an account. Successfully submitted. Now you will receive a kind of OTP. And Akash, I need the right OTP. Okay. If you have received the OTP, just write down the OTP.
So we can do one thing.
Yes,
we can make Akash as a host.
Yes, make the Akash as a host, so that I can talk. I'm disallowing the chat box for the other people. 9828. So before putting the OTP, guys, just make sure your Bob suite is open and intercept is on. Okay. Akash, you have the access.
Host now.
Wait. Where is my suite? This. Akash, just tell me the other two numbers. 9828.
Sorry.
9828 and the other thing, other OTP.
982823.
23. Okay. Right. So let's just click on intercept is off. Again, I'm clicking on and then click on submit. Yeah, we have the response, guys. And now I'm maximizing this and just right click there. And after right clicking, you will see a lots of options. Okay, you just have to go to the do intercept. These are the basic things, those who are studying from the YouTube, they will also get to know. So do intercept form, and then you'll have to click on forward. So there are 2 to 3 methods: drop, forward, and intercept. Intercept on means this request will not go to the Royal Enfield server until we are forwarding this request. Okay, so if we are forwarding this request, then it will go to the server. Otherwise, if you are clicking on drop, this request will drop. Okay, and we have 2 to 3 options more. Intruder is there, repeater is there. Okay, so I will explain later, like after 1 or 2 minutes. So now I'm just going to click on forward. Until you are not getting the OTP, you are not seeing the OTP. Just click on forward, click on forward, click on forward, click on forward. We have got the OTP or not. I'm writing here the OTP again. Akash, just tell me the OTP again. You can, in the download side, you can write down this thing. 9828 23. 23.
Yes, sir.
Be active, Akash 2-3, right? I'm forwarding again.
It was off, sir.
Okay, so we have got the OTP and the mobile number, guys. Clearly, you are able to see. Just zoom your screen, right? So once you will get the OTP, now you can do both the attacks, like brute force and the other also. Okay, now this time we are going to check the response manipulating. So just click in this section and click into the repeater. Okay, what is repeater actually? Repeater is a kind of prediction or pre-knowledge before reaching to the server. So what it will do, we'll get to know now if we will forward this request or this request will go to the server, what server will respond to the client. Okay, so what I have done, just right click and then click into this repeater and then go to the repeater. Here you will check your request is there and then click into send option from the upper side. You will see a kind of response. So here are the response. Here are the right response whenever we are trying to put the OTPs. Okay. Now, okay, we have got the responses of the right OTP. Now, what's the task? Now, let's go there and I'm dropping this request. Okay. I'm clicking into this drop, and then intercept is off because our major task is to bypass the number or with the wrong OTP. So now again, I'm going back and we can make the account, another account, go back. Login, create an account and just cut this. And I'm writing again. I'm writing another name here. Like I'm writing here Akash, right? I make Akash. And the name I'm writing here Slytherin. And male and date of birth, anything we can put. 1970, 2001, January 18, and email. I'm writing the same email, or we can write kuch bhi 123@gmail.com, right? And in password, I'm writing any password. And in a mobile number, now this time I'm putting the another number. Like suppose that Manideep is there, so I'm putting this number. And Mani is ready to make the host Manideep Bhattu 913365. If they are not active, then just disallow them from the host. 9133653886. Manideep, are you here? No.
Yes, sir. I can hear.
Okay. So I will need some info, create an account, just, okay, minimum 8 characters. Create an account. Is it already exist? You have already made an account with this number. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Create an account. Submitted successfully. Manideep, just let me know you have received the OTP, but don't tell me the OTP. We'll put the wrong OTP. Okay, it's 6 digit now. I am putting here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Or 6 digit OTP, no? 6. I'm going to open the intercept on and parallelly, let's see. I'm writing in the downward side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Intercept off, intercept on. Okay, now I'm going to click on next. Submit. So again, just let's cut this. Now right click here and click on do intercept and go to that particular phase until we'll see the OTP 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, click on forward, 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 forward. Yeah, we have got the mobile number this and the OTP this. Okay, so now your task is to right click here and go to this response to this request and click on the repeater 2 and let's see what's the repeater says. I'm maximizing this and click on send. And yeah, we can see in the wrong OTP time, it will goes as like this. Okay, but we have the right things too, so we can use these things. So now we have seen now only we have got the required ID, this kind of thing. So let's try to bypass. Go to the proxy again and click here, do intercept response to this request. Now click forward. Now I am showing you the both screen parallelly. Click on forward, click on forward, click on forward, click on forward, click on forward. Yeah, we have got this. Okay. So from here now, if I will forward this, it will go to the server and it will shows the OTP is wrong. Okay. But we have to change, right? And how we can change? Like suppose that in the code section, in the right OTP time, it we have got as in 200. Okay. You can check in the repeater section or in the message section, please enter the valid OTP. We can check. Let's just go to the repeater. I'm maximizing this. And in the right OTP, you can see in the code section, 200 is going. And in this section, this OTP verification successful is going. Okay. So I'm copying this. And in the success, true is there. Okay. So let's go to the proxy and we can change. Okay. I'm erasing this. And we can paste this. And in the success, we can write here true. Okay. Otherwise, you can just simply copy and paste all these things from here to here. Okay. So rest of the thing is done. If there is anything, just focus on the upper things also. If it is showing as in 400, because these things are the basics of networks and the HTTP code, error code. So you just have to remember these things. It will take some time when you are not getting experienced. Okay. So 200. Okay. Fine. So I am forwarding from here. We have changed the responses. Now we'll send to the server forward, forward.
Excuse me, sir. I think your
Yes, Manish.
screen gets stuck.
Is it so?
Yeah, now it's working.
Working now. Other student guys, I'm allowing the chat box. Manish accordingly chat box. Handle that. Where we are. Okay. Yeah. Forward, 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 forward. Otherwise, you can just click on the intercept off. Okay. I'm clicking into the intercept is off. And in the left hand side, you can see we have made an account. Okay, we have successfully made an account. And Manideep, if you are host, you are able to see a message or kind of thing, your account has been successful or kind of thing, anything. I don't know. Just click into the profile. Yeah, my profile, we can see the other details. But here, the name is there. Manideep, are you there? Just confirm you have received any kind of message or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am there.
I have received any confirmation messages.
No, sir. Only OTP has been shown. No
I'm forgetting what.
confirmation.
Okay. Log out. Chat box is allowed, Manish. I hope you guys are getting the points.
Yes, sir.
Again, I'm doing some experiment. Let's just see. because we know the things. So now I'm going to fastly for cross checking. I'm writing here Laksh MMMMM and mail, and here I am writing Princess. Okay, we can check the email ID na 12anu@gmail.com. We can verify. I'm writing any number, right? Random number 987654 2390. Yes, Manish.
953.
953 na, we just have to wind up. That's the time matter. 987654232462. ठीक है. No, except bus. Where is bus? Create an account. Already exist. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Coursework. That's why I'm lagging with the time. Motorcycle. What's happening? Ooh. Traffic light. This. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Intercept on. Click on submit. We have code the response. Right click. I am going to fastly respond to this request. Click on forward. Click on forward. Click on forward. Forward. Yeah, right click here to intercept response to this request. Click on forward. The another website I have said, na, just you guys can practice on those things too. Now from here, I'm writing here. $200. Verification. Successful. True. Click on forward. Click on forward. Click on forward. Forward. Intercept off. So yeah, we have taken a wrong number with the wrong OTP. Still, we are able to make the account with that particular number. Let's see, edit profile. We are running late now. So yeah, you guys can see Laksh. These numbers from where we had made the name. I guess I'm running late. Just let me know. This is clear to all of you. Yeah, for the email, same thing. And if possible, then in September month, I will plan in a LinkedIn or in a Instagram or anywhere. I will share in a Telegram group, and I will take a payment bypass. But that's something illegal, so we are selecting some of the students. But definitely, I will take the session with some of the students. Sir, for logging in. So response manipulating is kind of that method. Okay. Sir, what about the fake number generator? OTP bypass is legal, not legal actually. Clear na? So, okay. How many students wants to further proceed? I can explain now. proceed. Okay. Okay, in 5 minutes, I'm trying to tell you some other methodology. Okay. So before proceeding into the Bob suit, it's time to for a task, right? So I have shared the can you perform the OTP bypass on the, yeah, you can test, but you are not able to bypass because there is filtration and all. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm disallowing the chat box. Wait. Now what we can see, so in we have see this method. So at first you are testing in any website, just put the right OTP and check the response, and you are getting like nothing like access token, just seeing something text based things or a code based things. So you can manipulate the data and you can bypass the OTP, right? So other thing is the brute force attack. How we can do the brute force attack? The same in the same websites I'm trying to show you the brute force attack. Let me just show you. But for time limitations, we can't do the practicals because in this website, Manish, is there is any host available, Akash or Manideep? No.
No, sir. I have removed both of them.
Okay, I have allowed the chat box there. Just let me know what are the time validation for that OTP, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, what? So that we can think we can bypass with the brute force attack or not. Fastly, guys, fast. 10 minutes, okay. Thanks. So the site is vulnerable? Yes, site is vulnerable. And you can't imagine, like sometimes ago, I am giving some exam, online exam, aptitude exam or kind of things, and I have bypassed the company's exam portal. So sometimes you are thinking like, okay, these are the larger websites, but there is a vulnerabilities of kind of server side. You can apply the scripting attack on the server side, okay, to change the times and all. And that is reflecting from the server side, the time is. So go to this website and just log out there. Okay, click on login. Fastly, I'm going. And what's the task? Task is to download the NESUS. Okay, if possible, then on 15th August, I will take on 7 p.m. I will take the classes on 7 p.m. at 7 p.m. First name, I'm writing here Amit, or not Amit, hacker. And writing here last name as in white and male and in email. So this time what we are going to see? We are going to see the brute force attack for bypassing the 12347 this @gmail.com. India mobile number, let me see. I'm writing any mobile number 8765489. I have to show the methods. 248 this. And guys, these are not comes under any certification. So these are comes under kind of black hat, you can say. 1970, 84, 17th of Jan. If possible, then some other days I will show you how we can steal the data from Windows. That's the thing I'm talking about. Within 30 seconds or 1 minute, you can steal all that data without breaking the passwords of Windows. That's the vulnerabilities you can say on Windows 11 itself. But those things are not available on Google or YouTube. Password fake @ count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? No, and then accept. The procedure is same. Click on I'm okay, not a robot. Create account. Submitted successfully. Now this time again I'm writing 1 2 3 4 5 6, the same OTP. Now it's time to check for the intercept is on, and let's click on submit. Okay, intercept the data. Right click here, do intercept, response, forward. Let's see. Okay, click on forward. Click on forward until you will get the OTP. Yeah, we have got the OTP. Now the procedure are different for the OTP bypassing. Okay. Now you just have to right click here, and that time we have putted this request into the repeater. This time we just have to put it into the intruder. And what is intruder? Intruder is a feature in a Bob suite that is allowing us to brute force attack, and for the username and password. You can do the same things for the university ID and password too, and the other website ID and password too. Okay. And go to the intruder and you will see this kind of things. So I'm just going with the methods. Okay. Now, if you are seeing any marked area or like colored area, so in the right hand side, just clear all. Okay, click on the clear. Okay, clear to all. Now, where you want to brute force, just select those numbers. This time, I just want to attacks on the OTP. If you want the attacks on the username and passwords too, select both. So after selecting, click on add. So now you will see colored area is checked. Okay, and in the upper sign section, that is the choose and attack type. You will see sniper is by default setted. There is another attack called battering ram, pitchfork, and cluster bomb. There are different algorithms for choosing these attacks, but time limitation, I'm not telling you these things. This time, for a while, I am choosing the sniper. Okay, sniper is basically for this. This will check one-to-one OTP. Now, everything is setted. Now go to payload section. Okay, in the intruder, you will see positions is there, payload position we have set, payloads is there, resource tool is there, settings is there. Go to the payload session. Manish, I know within 1 or 2 minutes I will wind up. So in the payload session, just click payload set 1, and in the payload type, just click the runtime file. And runtime file, you have to choose the password OTP list. So I am writing here manually an OTP list. I am making the text document, and I'm writing the name OTP list. Okay, OTP list, and I'm making the OTP. You can make the OTP by the tool help of tool 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 2 3 4 5 6 and this kind of thing, and this. And if the digits are in OTPs are in 4 digits, then it is more. It has more chances to crack the OTP because it has only a 10,000 of combination. Okay, I am saving this, and now I am uploading this file. Runtime file, and here you can select the file OTP list. Okay, everything is done. You can put the grabbing methods too. I will take some another day sessions any. Click on start attack from the right hand side. Click on OK, and now you will see every OTP will be checked. Okay, and how we will identify whether we have got the right OTPs or not. So by analyzing the simply length of the OTP. In a length, you are seeing it's 1703. Okay, so whenever you will find a right OTP, that number is something slightly lower than the actual length of all the number, and the or the larger length of as compared to the actual wrong OTPs. Okay. So this time I have to put the right OTP, but time is over now for this group. I have already extended 5 to 10 minutes more. That's why you can try these attacks, or I will plan to extend some other days. That's why I have to take at the 7 p.m. so that we can take the sessions for 2 hours, because tomorrow I guess we have to cover up the carding sections and left portion of dark web, and if possible then we'll see the Nessus 2. Okay. This is clear to all of you. Sorry guys, I have to move. If there is any issues, just let me know in just 1 or 2 minutes. Santosh, if I'll teach you the advanced dynamic scan or malware scanner, advanced dynamic scan I will let you know, but like for completing or touching all portion or templates, the malware scan, that will also take like 2 to 3 classes minimum. Can't understand clearly. Then sorry guys, I will refer some videos and we'll try to take some extra classes, or after this workshop I'm going to take some series of classes for the YouTube, so from there you can learn and understand, or in any public session I will try to take. Can you use this use this for the password attack? Yes, obviously password attack. Tomorrow just remind me, I will show you these attacks on any particular university's websites or any another e-commerce website or username or passwords. Okay. Sir, can we make the OTP list? Yeah, automatically we can make. what I can do. Time is running. Manish, simply just share the Google Form query form and wind up the session. Other thing, guys,
Okay.
I'm sharing the again. If you don't have my number, just check out the admins and you can check. There is Laksh Sir given and public number given in that particular number. You guys can ping me tonight 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. tonight. Okay. How can you make the OTP list automatically? I will try to cover up in some other days. 1 hour is like comparatively very much less time. Share the form, Manish. Payment bypass using the crunch tool. Yes, Kabilian.
Okay. So can I wind up the session?
You have shared the form.
So I'll share the form in the group itself.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I know time is running late, so we'll plan accordingly. So I'm not going anywhere. So regularly I will take this session even after the workshop. Every Sunday I'm coming or Saturday I'm coming, or in Instagram you guys can connect. So based on your suggestion and the other things, I will take the particular session. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, Manish, you can wind up. We'll again meet tomorrow. Timing will be maybe different. You will if I will have to take the extra classes. Good night to all.